Hello everyone, here we are. There's been a lot of news today, so let's just dive on in. Please make sure to like and subscribe. But yeah, the biggest one being Edmonton Oilers getting a bargain of a deal by extending Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on an 8-year, $41 million deal. He gets more money, which is always a good thing when you're talking millions, and they get an affordable deal that is a long-term deal. And now this is big. While he doesn't play center as much as he used to, seems like they moved him out more on the wing. He can still provide a ton of value offensively for this team. Now, some would say it was a down year for him, but at the end of the day, he still averaged about 0.67 points per game. And considering he'll be just making a little over $5 million a year every year, that's a really good deal. And now what I will say, what worries me about this deal is by the end of this deal, he'll be 36. We all know that I don't like deals that are over 4 years. And we also know that I don't like deals that go into an extended period of time when somebody's going to be old. Also, one more concerning thing with this, he has a no movement clause, so that's really concerning. He could really taper off, in the next few years, and then they're not going to have a way to get out of this besides buying him out. Don't know how that'll work, but they always explain it when they do it. But that is a weird thing. However, they want to make the most of McDavid's prime, his career, what they've got left, all that good stuff, which he's got plenty of good years as long as he stays in Edmonton. But it was an easy decision, I think, for the team. You get somebody that's going to provide you a lot of offensive value, and a lot of offensive value for what they're getting paid. Heck, he's making less on this deal than he did the last deal, and we'll have to see how it turns out. I am really happy for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, though, because he spent his 10-year career with the Edmonton Oilers, only the Edmonton Oilers, and as long as he doesn't get traded by the end of this deal, he'll spend his whole 18-year career with one team, and that's incredible. You really don't see that too often anymore. Now, switching on over into our next topic, which is a pretty juicy topic. I don't have a ton typed out about it, but it looks like the Blues will be exploring a trade for Vladimir Tarasenko, and you wouldn't have expected this even 3 years ago. But shoulder issues that are lingering on, he's had multiple shoulder surgeries, multiple shoulder injuries, have only allowed him to play 34 regular season games the past 2 years. Now, it does appear that it is amicable, as it looks like, and this isn't all set in stone yet, but it looks like Tarasenko will waive his no movement clause for a few teams. Now, we don't know who those teams are yet, but you can imagine it'll be teams that want to win a cup, all that good stuff. And he does have 2 years left on his contract for an average hit of about $7.5 million a year. We'll have to see how that plays out. But yeah, it's kind of a crazy thing. 3 years ago, you wouldn't have expected this. And it could be a risky move for a team. I'm not going to lie to you there. I'm going to be completely transparent and say this is risky. But the thing is, this man, when healthy, is a certified goal scorer. He actually was third in the entire league from 2014 to 2019 for goals. He was behind only Alex Ovechkin and John Tavares in the league. So if you're third over that long of a span, that's pretty crazy. Now, will he get traded? Probably. I'm not sure what the trade would look like because of all of his injuries. And, I think it is on a shooting shoulder. I could be correct there or wrong. Maybe I'm not. Either way, it is a shoulder injury that's persisting. And, yeah, that's what we'll have to see there. I don't know what that trade will look like. It'd be probably really weird. But, yeah, that's all for that. Finally, we're going to be talking about Don Granato. And he is having his interim tag removed and is being given the official head coaching title for the Buffalo Sabres as they give him a 3-year deal from what I recall. Now, I don't know exactly how Buffalo fans feel about this. They could be angry. They could be happy. I don't know. I've seen kind of mixed results and thoughts here. But during Granato's time, they went 9-16-3. However, some people would say, wow, that's really bad. But they're actually better with him than they were without him, as they went 6-18-4. And it was a rough year for Buffalo. It is a team that's got a lot of roster issues. We're wondering if Adams is a guy, a GM, all that stuff. Now, I don't know enough about Don yet. I can't say he's a good coach. I can't say he's a bad coach. What I will say is to get 9 wins with this roster, and you have 16 losses and 3 regulation losses, it's not the end of the world because this is a pretty bad roster. And I don't know yet. This team has a lot of issues on and off the ice. So I'm not going to say anything good or bad, but we'll have to keep an eye out for it. But I'll list 3 things that I do think he needs to do in order to make this franchise more stable. Because at the end of the day, this franchise is dying for stability. Now, the first one is don't let the relationship between Jack Eichel, star player that you drafted second overall, don't want to get any more icy than what it is currently. I know that seems like it's kind of vague. I don't know. Some people seem to think it's not that bad. Other people seem to think he wants out. But I think that he probably does. Maybe at this point want to get out of Buffalo. Hoping he's not, but they need to get him back into the Sabres' favor if he really does want out. So Granato may be able to talk to him and say, hey, I'm a different guy than the other guys. I know he's probably sick and tired of hearing that, but I mean, I can remember with Dan Bilesma when that was going on. But yeah. Now, the second thing is, if they keep going, which they likely will because he'll be an RFA, they need to get him back to being an offensive defenseman. I don't care if he posts bad defensive numbers. Just getting him back to that offensive production is going to be huge. I know he's not a big sniper, but he manages to get a lot of assists, and he can get some goals here or there. It was a down year for him. I know that. There were a lot of factors to that, and part of it was bad pairing, stuff like that. But right now, they need to block out the noise, block it out for him, and get him back developmentally to where he was headed. Because year one, you looked at him and you said, this could be their guy. And I still think that he could be a top pairing defenseman. And I think he very well could be as long as this development doesn't get ruined. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. And third is make sure Sam Reinhart is happy as well, because it seems like he wants out. I believe he deleted all the pictures of him as a Sabres, wearing Sabres gear, or, pictures of him at games. I believe that he deleted or removed Buffalo from his bio and his Instagram, which is all smoke and mirrors. I do get that, but with the way it's headed and stuff like that, I think that maybe, we've got some friction in Buffalo. And I know Buffalo has not had things go their way a lot this past decade. I mean, really, besides 2011, no. But, this may be the start of a good thing. We'll have to see. Let me know what you think. What do you think of all this crazy stuff happening today? It's been a lot. I woke up and said, what in the world is going on? But yeah, here we go. Again, please make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, everybody stay safe. Have a great day. And hey, stay away from COVID, all right? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.